Welcome to the Humus heritage, fellow gardeners. You know, everyone talks about composting and coffee grounds for the garden, but there's an ancient, incredibly effective secret ingredient you've almost certainly missed. It's actually been sitting in your fridge, just waiting to unleash its power. This isn't just about feeding your plants, it's about unlocking their full potential with a simple, natural solution. So, prepare to have your mind blown about what your garden truly needs. Are you overlooking a free, powerful garden amendment hiding in your fridge? While you've been carefully composting kitchen scraps and brewing elaborate compost teas, you've likely been pouring liquid gold straight down the drain. That yellowish liquid that separates from your yogurt, the watery byproduct from your homemade cheese adventures, even the liquid from strained Greek yogurt. This is Whey, and it's about to revolutionize your gardening approach. Most gardeners dismiss Whey as kitchen waste, but this humble byproduct carries centuries of agricultural wisdom. Before synthetic fertilizers dominated farming, traditional cultures recognized Whey's remarkable ability to enhance soil fertility and plant health. Today's gardeners are rediscovering what our ancestors knew instinctively. Nature provides everything we need if we're willing to look beyond conventional solutions. The magic of Whey lies not just in its nutrient content, but in its living ecosystem of beneficial microorganisms and bioactive compounds. When you drain Whey from dairy products, you're collecting a concentrated solution of plant-available nutrients, beneficial bacteria, and natural growth promoters that can transform your garden from ordinary to extraordinary. So understanding Whey's composition really reveals why it's such an effective garden amendment. This liquid treasure actually contains a balanced array of essential nutrients that plants crave. There's nitrogen for lush foliage growth, phosphorus for robust root development and flowering, potassium for disease resistance and overall plant vigor, plus calcium and magnesium for cellular function and chlorophyll production. The nitrogen in Whey exists in readily available forms that plants can absorb immediately, unlike those slow-release organic fertilizers that require weeks or sometimes even months of soil decomposition. This makes Whey particularly valuable for providing quick nutrition boosts during critical growth periods. The phosphorus content supports strong root systems and abundant flowering, while potassium strengthens plant cell walls, improving drought tolerance and pest resistance. Beyond these primary nutrients, Whey actually delivers a complex matrix of trace elements and beneficial microorganisms. The lactose content feeds soil bacteria and fungi, creating a thriving underground ecosystem that enhances nutrient cycling and soil structure. These beneficial microbes form symbiotic relationships with plant roots, improving nutrient uptake efficiency and creating natural defense systems against harmful pathogens. Compared to synthetic liquid fertilizers, Whey offers a gentler, more sustainable approach to plant nutrition. While chemical fertilizers can burn roots or create nutrient imbalances, Whey's organic nature provides buffered nutrition that plants can utilize at their own pace. The microbial activity in fresh Whey continues working in the soil long after application, creating lasting improvements rather than temporary nutrient spikes. Application made simple. How to use old Whey. Successful Whey application requires understanding proper dilution ratios and timing. Fresh Whey should always be diluted before garden use, as its concentrated nature can overwhelm plants if applied directly. The key principle is gentle, consistent feeding, rather than intensive treatments that might shock your plant systems. For general garden feeding, mix 1 part fresh Whey with 4 to 6 parts water, creating a mild nutrient solution perfect for weekly applications. Seedlings and young plants require even greater dilution. Aim for 1 part Whey to 8 parts water to avoid overwhelming their developing root systems. Mature, established plants can handle stronger solutions, particularly during peak growing seasons when their nutrient demands increase dramatically. The application method significantly impacts effectiveness. Soil drenching around the root zone delivers nutrients directly where plants need them most, while foliar spraying provides quick absorption through leaf surfaces. Early morning applications work best for foliar feeding, allowing leaves to absorb nutrients before the afternoon heat increases evaporation rates. Always avoid spraying during full sun, which can cause leaf burn or rapid moisture loss. Timing applications with your plant's natural cycles maximizes benefits. Apply Whey solutions during active growth periods, early spring for perennials, throughout the growing season for annuals, and during fruit set for productive plants like tomatoes and peppers. Avoid applications during dormant periods when plants cannot effectively utilize additional nutrients. Creating a Whey compost activator amplifies its benefits even further. Adding diluted Whey to compost piles accelerates decomposition by feeding the microorganisms responsible for breaking down organic matter. The proteins and sugars in Whey provide readily available energy sources for composting bacteria, reducing decomposition time while improving final compost quality. You know, the proof of Whey's effectiveness really becomes apparent within just a few weeks of consistent application. Plants treated with these diluted Whey solutions tend to show stronger stem development, deeper green foliage, and just an overall improved vigor compared to their untreated companions. Plus, the enhanced microbial activity in Whey-amended soil leads to visible improvements in soil structure, with better water retention and honestly improved drainage characteristics too. Tomato plants in particular respond really well to Whey applications, often showing increased fruit production and a noticeable boost in disease resistance. The calcium content plays a big role by helping to prevent blossom end rot, while the balanced nutrition supports steady growth all season long. In fact, lots of gardeners report that their Whey-fed tomatoes keep producing fruit later into the fall, with plants staying healthier longer than those fed with conventional fertilizers. Leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, and kale can show some pretty dramatic responses to Whey feeding, developing more intense coloration and improved texture. The readily available nitrogen in Whey promotes rapid leaf development, and the increased microbial activity helps improve soil conditions for optimal root growth. Container gardens, especially, seem to benefit from Whey applications, since the confined soil environment allows for more precise nutrient management. Beyond just the direct plant benefits, using Whey in your garden, well, it actually sparks a whole series of positive changes throughout the entire ecosystem. Enhanced soil biology from Whey applications attracts more beneficial insects and helps support healthy pollinator populations. Plus, when your plants are healthier, they naturally face less pest pressure. And you know, gardens that get regular Whey treatments usually need fewer interventions for those common headaches like powdery mildew, aphid infestations, or even nutrient deficiencies. The antifungal properties of Whey give your garden some extra protection, especially against powdery mildew and other typical plant diseases. The proteins in Whey, once they're exposed to sunlight, create an environment that's really tough for fungal pathogens to survive in, while at the same time supporting beneficial microorganisms that can outcompete the harmful ones. This kind of natural disease suppression means you can rely less on synthetic fungicides, all while keeping your plants in great shape. By incorporating Whey into your regular gardening routine, you're actually tackling several sustainability goals all at once. Instead of just throwing away this nutrient-rich byproduct, gardeners can close the loop between the kitchen and the garden, cutting down on waste and boosting soil health at the same time. This circular approach really captures the spirit of permaculture, finding smart, productive uses for materials that might otherwise just add to the waste stream. So, economic advantages really make Whey applications super attractive for budget-conscious gardeners. This free fertilizer alternative delivers professional quality results, without those recurring costs that come with commercial products. Just one batch of homemade yogurt or cheese can give you enough Whey for, honestly, weeks of garden applications, making it an extremely cost-effective nutrition source. Plus, the gentle nature of Whey applications helps build long-term soil health rather than just offering a temporary quick fix. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, which can actually degrade soil biology over time, Whey feeds beneficial microorganisms while also improving soil structure and water-holding capacity. All these cumulative improvements create resilient garden ecosystems that, over time, become more productive and self-sustaining. Transform your gardening approach by embracing this overlooked treasure hiding in your refrigerator. Start small with a few test plants to observe Whey's effects in your specific growing conditions, and then, expand applications as you witness the remarkable results. Remember that consistency trumps intensity. Regular, diluted applications provide better results than occasional strong treatments. Document your garden's transformation through photos and notes tracking changes in plant vigor, soil condition, and overall garden health. Share your experiences with fellow gardeners, contributing to the growing body of knowledge about sustainable, natural garden amendments. Your success stories inspire others to explore alternatives to conventional gardening approaches. The journey toward more sustainable, productive gardening begins with simple steps like utilizing kitchen byproducts for soil improvement. Whey represents just one example of hidden resources available to creative gardeners willing to think beyond traditional approaches. Every small change, honestly, contributes to larger shifts toward more regenerative, environmentally conscious growing practices. Ready to unlock your garden's hidden potential? Subscribe to the Humus Heritage for more unconventional gardening secrets that deliver extraordinary results. Like this video if Whey has opened your eyes to new possibilities, and share it with fellow gardeners who deserve to know about this game-changing amendment. Together we're cultivating not just better gardens but a more sustainable relationship with the land that sustains us all.